Distinguishing context. Context is the background to the foreground. It is the why to the what. It is the circumstances of a situation. It's the way we frame things that happen to us, often traumatic events that happen to us. I think the greatest sort of wound that happened to me, where I had to frame it in a way that was important, is what happened to my little sister. That's been the greatest sort of pain and wound in my life, is watching what she went through. She had her first of many, many seizures 20 minutes after she was given 3 vaccines at once at 3 months old. And then from there, she became the poster child for what our medical paradigm has turned into, which is basically, I would almost say, demonic in its corruption, in its profit-driven paradigm of what I would call death care as opposed to health care. And they put her on all kinds of drugs and dealt with her in a way that basically she went from almost fully functional to now, bedridden, feeding from a tube. They took the last of her pleasures, which was eating a good meal, instead of taking her off this very toxic drug that a parasympathetic nerve inhibitor, which is a drug that's been around since the 50s, destroyed her esophagus and made her bedridden. Instead of taking her off of that, they took away her ability to eat, and so she feeds from a tube and breathes from a tube in her throat and is bedridden. And one could say her life was a waste. What a waste of a life. But because of what she went through, I kept tabs on that very horrible, corrupt industry, the vaccine industry. And it made me hyper aware, and it made me understand what was going on when we went through that horrible experience in 2020. And it also helped me to learn forgiveness, because I had to learn to forgive my mother, who just went along with whatever they wanted, because she was a victim also. She just didn't know any better. And so having that context makes all the difference. And I'm so thankful to my sister's soul for choosing that life, because it served me, and it served a greater purpose, because I've been speaking out about that industry for many years, even though it's cost me friends and business. But that is the context.